I'm Rob Benjamin, and I began my participation in this project when Aaron and I spoke a few years ago. Since that time, I've been asking myself, why are we doing this? Why have we all come together from God knows how many different locations to this event to talk about people who many of us had never even met, even though they're family. And it finally came to me that we're doing this because they can't do it for themselves. We're here because we are finally taking ownership of history that those people who lived it cannot take ownership of themselves. When the Nazis and their local fascist collaborators carried out the massacre in Dokshitsy and in countless other small shtetls across Eastern Europe in 1942 to 1943, they thought that they could erase the memory of all those who had lived there, not just erase their lives, but erase the fact of their existence. And we're here to prove that they couldn't do that. When they buried all of their victims in that mass grave, they thought they're not only burying their victims, but they're burying evidence and the knowledge of what they had done, so they would be able to say to their children, we were blameless, we were innocent. And we are here to say that can never be. We're here to remind the world, as well as remind the distant relatives and descendants of those who died in Dokshitsy, that the earth ultimately cries out when it is filled with victims. It wants to release itself of the terrible memories that have been poured into it. And that's why we are here today, to prove to the world that memories never die, that those people who were victims will be known in the future as victims, and those who thought that they would be forever able to bury any memory of themselves as perpetrators will forever be known as perpetrators. And there's not much more to say than that. This is about who owns history, and in the end, we do.